Alright. Do we get this started? Looking at the thumbnail. It's hilarious. Alright. Made some updates to the channel. Getting a little bit more snazzy. Excuse me. Had some lunch and that stuff is fighting me. There we go. Now I can see. No, you dirty dog. Yeah, yeah. Stuff flies off the top of that hill up there. It comes down fast. I don't expect to see too much action. I think we'll leave this for about 15, 20 minutes, and then if there are no call-ups, then we will switch to a lower level. You dirty dog. How? I was all the way back here. You tell me you hit me. Come on. You cheat. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I needed a reset anyway. It helps keep the call up fresh. You did? Messed up, sir. Messed up, sir. Thank you. Why couldn't that happen before? I'm not sure. Let's start here. See, of course, you see what happens. It's like just when I'm about to switch positions on the map. That's when the that's when you get caught up. We're still gonna go over there and do some running around. It beats just standing here doing this over and over again. I have enough of those for right now, where I'm not too concerned. That's quick. It's like we just started. Just started. Hey, how's it going, Danny?
Hey man.
I can see your comments. And so if you're wondering how I knew it was what you were going to say before you said it, before she could read it, I have my phone set up this time so I can see. How's your day been going? Do anything fun? Just getting my afternoon Elden Ring playing in, or
Good, how are things?
good, good. Pretty laid back day. Nothing too exciting. Uh, it's getting colder outside for sure. spent most of the morning uh, doing some updates and stuff with the channel and doing some video game research to try to get a list of games and stuff together for us to be thinking about. Uh, I'm going to post a poll in about an hour, and the poll is going to have two sets of games on it. One game is going to be, so what I've done is I've broken games down into two categories, long games and short games. Long games are the games that I play during the weekdays that are usually about 90 minutes long. So games like Heavy Rain and
Just waiting for my birthday supper.
Nice. Yeah, but games like Heavy Rain and Detroit, those games that I played for an hour and a half, those are going to be long games. So I have a few of those for people to look at and to vote on. And then I have some shorter games, which are games that I normally play just for like an hour or 45 minutes. And then there's a list of those to choose from. And from those games, that'll help me determine whichever ones win will be the ones that I'll play for the upcoming streams. Next week's games I already have worked out. So if you go to the live section, you'll see in the upcoming video section there's going to be some games already there. So that's what I'm going to be playing next week. But this poll is so that we can choose games for the week of November the 17th. That's weird.
Good idea.
Yeah, we're trying to be a little bit proactive, and because you all can't see. Like I said, I literally have over 400 games on my PlayStation, and you can't see them all. But what I can do is I can put together a list of some of those games so that you guys can pick which ones you'd like to see next. And I'll do another poll after this one to pick the next ones after that. So I'll try to keep a poll up there every week. More than likely I'll post the polls on Sunday so you guys can choose what we do next. And I'll still be playing the other games, so I'll still be playing Wheel of Fortune and Family Feud and...
How many does it hold?
What do you mean, how many does it hold? An infinite number. So what it is that the games are saved on a server on the network, and I just import the games onto the console when I'm ready to play them. So the answer to that question is infinity. I can have as many games as I have bought, or as many games as I get as a part of my subscription. Because when you have a subscription with PlayStation, you get like 1 or 2 free games every month.
The PS.
Yeah, so. But the answer to that is, since the games are on a server, there is no limit to the number of games that I can have. Oh, get these. I see it. There's a bat right there. Take it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I'll still be playing Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Police Simulator. The games in the poll are just sort of just to keep the content fresh, and so that I'm not just playing the same games over and over again. But like I said, you'll see that poll come out in a little bit.
Sounds great.
Because with the games that are picked from the poll list, they're they're short enough that I can beat them in a week. So, and I looked up online. That's what I was doing research on, to see how long it took to beat the games, and I should be able to beat those games in a week, which means every week there will be 2 new game series on the channel. So next week, starting on Monday, I don't say next week, but starting Monday, I'll be playing Telling Lies and Little Nightmares 2. And then the following week, I'll be done with Telling Lies and Little Nightmares 2, and there will be 2 new games. And we'll keep doing 2 new games every week until I get everything wrapped up. But I have a list of games that I saved in a Word document, so I know which ones to play and in what order. I have enough games listed out for at least the next, I would say, 2 to 3 months, and then I'll sit down and. But if there's anything else, if there's any other games that you can think of, just let me know. You can always send me a message, or you can leave a message in one of the upcoming game videos. So you'll see reminders for the upcoming games. If you leave a note in the chat, I can see that. But yeah, pretty much today's just been like housekeeping with the channel, cleaning stuff up, and so you don't think you had what?
Hey man. Skipping some comments.
I forgot to turn that off.
How many does it hold? The PS. Oh wow. Sounds great. Great. Wow.
There's a setting that I have to change so that it won't go back and read all the old comments over again.
I'm going now.
Okie dokie, we'll see you later. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I'm going to jump into episode 2 of the Isletide Hotel, excuse me. Why doesn't Isletide Hotel cheating? Isletide Hotel this evening. this.
Hey,
It's cheap. Push, push, push. Now all of y'all just standing over there doing nothing while I'm getting hit. Y'all just pitiful. Y'all think it's pathetic. That was just trash. You're not leading, not doing anything. Just standing there being a loser. Y'all see that? And he was dead. But yet he still gets the grab somehow. This is, I'm saying, this is, I'll never mind a From Software game again. This game is unbelievably lopsided. Unbelievably lopsided. Never. Never buying one again. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Getting Go ahead and hit me and see
Hey
what
man.
I do to
Skipping
you.
some comments. The PS. Oh wow. Sounds great. Great. Wow. I'm going now.
Down. Where are we going? Who are we fighting? What's happening now? What you doing now? What's going on now? There's a connection error now. You would. Use some cheat. I don't even see how. Come on. You gotta do better than that. If you're gonna cheat, then let's cheat. This will be the last one. I'm guessing. Okay. I'm sure that was all necessary. For whatever reason. Yeah. Tell you what, the targeting on that is completely obnoxious. It's like, how do you shoot? So he shoots the needles up in the air, and then they can choose wherever they land. Like, that's the kind of stuff From Software does in games. That didn't make any sense. That's what I said. That's why I'm done. Done with this developer. Alright, this will be the last one, and I'm going to wrap up for right now, but I'll be back later this evening to do part 2 of the Isle Tide Hotel. Cool. I get pulled right in. I don't get a chance to buff or anything. It's cool. It's being a team player right there. It's being a team player. That's what Host is already almost dead. You see what happens? Host is in so much of a hurry to just die. Does he have the oil soaked tier on? Yeah, he does. What is he throwing that's blowing up like that? That's wild. There goes the house. Z equals. Excuse me. You don't get enough of that. You can wait. Wait a second.
Hello, Ido-Grace.
Hello. I'm not quite sure who this is. We're punishing a host right now. Let's see. I have plenty of time. Plenty of time. It's Wheels. Punishing a host for leaving me. All right, let's get in here. Send me in.
What up, man?
Not too much, brother.
I'm
How? I bet you are. You still in Cincinnati, or did you make it back up to Columbus yet? Why can't I lock? Why is the host almost dead? Why am I asking so many questions?
I just got back.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff. How was it? Was it a conference or like what was going on? Nope. Don't wanna. You heard that noise?
It was okay. It was a conference, yeah.
Gotcha. Come on, put some health on. Put some health
Strange
on.
one on the weekend.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, dude. With on the
I
weekend.
had a couple group chats.
That's good. Get some potential business out of it.
Heal.
You know it. Put some health on. Come on, Tish. Just stand here and let stuff happen. There we go. Oh, here's how you get around this. Get right underneath him. If you stand right underneath him. That's the trick. Somebody got the whoa. Yes. Yep. If you stand right underneath him when he's spinning up in the air, when he drops down, either do I use my shield, but if you do a dodge roll right when he drops down, he can't hit you.
You gotta use your shield to block it.
No, you don't have to. I just did. But what you can do is,
okay.
Yeah, you as long as you do your evasion at the moment when he hits the ground, you're safe. You just have to be directly underneath him when he drops down. I learned
Wow,
that.
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I learned
had
that.
no idea.
I learned.
Bud.
Yeah. I learned that uh, a few months back playing. Because normally I would try to get as far away as I could, and if you're really far away, it works. But if you're at mid distance, it's really hard to dodge it. So the best thing to do is get as close as you can, dodge roll into him, and he'll always miss. I just took the cheap way out and I just used my shield. Yeah.
Yeah, he usually gets me with it cause I do a lot of melee.
Yeah, so if you're doing melee, then stay in on him. Don't. It's because I think it's just.
So I can never get far enough.
Exactly.
He always catches me with that move.
Exactly, because it's intuitive. The first thing you're thinking is, oh my gosh, he's going to do it. I need to get away. But you can't get away fast enough if you're right up on him. So the best thing to do is get right underneath him, evade, like dodge roll into him, and he'll go right past you. Because that move can do a lot of damage. You know what they actually say, though? And I sort of believe it. if you look at the first castle, uh, Godric's castle. Let me go back there for a second. I'll show you something. Where is it? Here. There's a theory that Metter, that finger monster, attacked this castle, and that's what sort of was one of the events that happened before the Age of America. This sort of set all this off in the lore. Um, some of these markings.
I think I saw Scum Mage talking about this.
Yeah, I saw a guy talking about it, and if you
I
look at the
like his bits.
yeah, if you look at the markings, it does sort of um, look like something Metter would be able to do with the laser beam and some of the other stuff. Because the other thing that sort of supports that is
And if you look at the front of the castle,
yeah, exactly. Like the damage kind of lines up with some of
the
the
two
moves.
main towers.
Exactly. It's kind of crazy.
That's not coincidence.
Exactly. That's what I think too. And I really do. I think I totally support that theory that this was an attack and it's not just decomposing or breaking down, that this is a real deal thing going on here. Yeah, like those scrape marks and stuff that look like claw marks.
Yeah, looks like the divine gateway where we fight promised consort Radon.
Mm-hmm. Up there. Especially up there. Yeah. It's crazy. I just hope that if they do make a movie out of this game, that they spend a little bit of time talking
If you
about.
look how the towers are shaped at the top,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
very similar to the divine gateway.
Mm-hmm. Up here.
Yeah, man, I wanted to ask you about the movie.
Yeah. I hope that they go through some of the lore so that we can kind of understand what all happened here. I can't run back far enough. Uh, but watch, it's not going
But
to be
tell
any
me
good.
your thoughts about the movie.
Yeah, it's sort of mixed. So I'm excited to hear that they are making a movie, but I'm also very anxious because sometimes the movies of video games aren't very good. And so, like, I'm sort of on edge. I just hope that the guy that helped to write this, not Miyazaki, but the other guy, I can't think of his name right now. I hope that if they do make a movie that he's involved, so that way we can get some continuity in the story. Yeah, definitely not put all the lore in one movie. It's too much. But I think they should just focus on, if they focus on one thing, um, it can be done. And there's enough room for sequels, because there's so many different plot lines. But I agree. I agree. If they try to stick it all in one, it'll be way too much. I can see your comments without hearing her. But I agree wholeheartedly. Um, but yeah, but then the question becomes, what do they focus on? Like, what would be a good subject for them to focus? I mean, because they could talk about America and then not talk about the kids, like when America was still, how America got from here or wherever it is. How did she get from here to where she is today? Because I think it's a pretty common consensus that America started here at the shaman village. So the question is, what happened here that kind of set the path for her to become a god? Um, if they told that story, I think it would be pretty good. Exactly. If they do it, if they pull off
Hey
the
man.
first story well,
Skipping some
sequels
comments.
sequels make sense.
Honestly, I hope they just narrow it down to a couple questlines. I hope they don't try to put all the lore in one 2.5 hour movie. That would be a mistake. It's like, pick one or two questlines that intersect. Okay, cool. Then if they do it well, it'll be successful and they can do sequels.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have no idea, but there is a very high likelihood they stuff it up.
You know that, brother. They always find a way to mess it up. They take really good things and make them horrible. Uh, oh, this is my buddy. You know how I feel about Commander Gaius. This is a battle right here. I'm down. This is gonna be a fight for sure. I'm ready. It's Albinaric violence right here. Albinaric violence.
You could even touch upon all the demigods and use sequels to go deeper into each of their lores.
Exactly, and that's the way that I think that's the perfect way to do sequels, because each of those demigods have their own really complex lore behind them, like Morgoth and Moog, like yeah, Radon, Mikola, because you don't. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's missing from Mikola that you don't really pick up directly, from the game. Uh, Melania. You probably could combine them. You could do Moog and Morgoth together. You could do Melania and Mikola probably
You
together.
could leave the movie with the legit ending but also a cliffhanger.
Exactly. Like, I feel like Radon needs his own. Like, Radon.
And it would be awesome if they reveal more lore.
You know what? I told you. What's he doing? He's just hanging out back there. Come on. He's trying to get the guy coming in the door. He's trying to get the cheap shot. Come on. Come on. Come on. Super Pig. Super Pig.
Rippin' chunks.
You're gonna get blown up. Host is dead. Host is dead. I saw that come. Oh no, you're not. Host is still alive.
Bacon, bacon.
Host is still alive.
Let's go.
To pray for Commander Gaius. He's a fellow Albinaric.
Well done.
They were good though. Their bleed was through the roof. Did you see they were knocking? I mean, I was doing good with my incantations, but they were doing some serious bleed damage.
I saw a chunk take out like over a third at one point there.
I think they got two bleeds at once. Yeah, that's what I think. Because the bleed stack and they also increase with each one. But if they were using the one guy had he was two-handing. Well, he had, excuse me, not two-handing, but he had a curved sword in each hand. And if each of those curved swords, let's see, I don't think I carry curved swords. Yes, I do. If he was doing, how much bleed can I get on a curved sword? 170. So if he was applying 100, let's say if he was applying 100 bleed with each hit, and when you do a jump attack with 2 curved swords, you get 4 hits. He was doing 800 bleed damage for each jump attack he was doing. He might have gotten 2 bleeds in one. Because if he's doing 800 in 2 hits, if the other guy was putting on another 400, then they were putting on 1200 bleed damage on each hit between them. So they probably were getting double bleeds. But yeah, they were melting him.
Yep.
Crazy. You could tell I played the game too long
They
because
def doubled up on the bleed.
yeah, I could. I played the game too long because I understand how the weapons work, and I'm like there's certain weapons that I know are just like unfairly OP, um, and it's just the way that they operate. You get so many hits, and if you're doing status effects like frost and bleed and poison, like them weapons, because I used to do PvP. I used to do the Coliseum. And I would see that kind of stuff all the time. I just don't do it anymore. It's just not as fun to me anymore as it used to be.
Did you catch what they were using for bleed?
The one guy, yeah, I can tell you. I didn't see the host is who I saw. The host was using. He was using these, I believe. It was either these or these. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell the difference between the two. Um, there's a markable difference between the two. So they both can get 4 hits on the jump attack, but the difference is this one has bleed on it already, and when you add bleed to it, the bleed goes through the
Dual
roof.
wielding.
He was dual wielding, yes. So he had 2 of these, or he had 2 of these. And he put blood. He's put blood loss on him, so he put bleed on him. Here, I can see what that actually looks like. Let's go to Ashes of War. I can actually tell you maybe what he was doing.
That's crazy.
He was. We can do the test with both. Let's see. So if he was carrying 2 of these or 2 of these, then he would have been doing. Doesn't matter which one, just pick one. It's testing purposes. So you've been doing 74 times 2, which would have been roughly, what, 150? Times 4. So 150 times 4 is 300, 600. So he was doing 600 bleed for each jump attack if he was using this one, the Bandit's Curved Sword. If he was using the Scavenger Sword, he was doing... See, it's 117. So it's 117 for 1. So for 2, it's 234. And so 234 times 2, that's 468. Times another 2 is 800, almost 900. So he was doing 980 or so bleed damage. So I think he was using these, because this would have been 980 on a jump attack. And 980 on a jump attack on a boss like that, your first bleed is usually at about 1,000. So he would have got his first bleed really easy. The second bleeds he would have had to work for a little bit harder, but the other guy had a bleed weapon. I couldn't tell which one it was. But yeah, if this guy's doing almost 1,000 bleed damage for each jump attack when he's got one in each hand, dual wielding like that, then yeah, he was doing it. But the biggest thing is, the big difference between these two is that This one, the scavenger sword does more bleed damage, but the bandit's curved sword is longer. So it depends on how you want to play. If you're good at really playing up close and you want to do a lot of bleed damage, then use the scavenger's curved sword. If you want to maintain a little bit of distance but still want to do status effects, then go with the bandit, because it's the longest of the curved sword, and it allows you to stay back a little bit further. They consume about the same amount of stamina, so it
Hey
just
man.
depends on your playstyle.
Skipping some comments. I saw a chunk take out like over a third at one point there. Yep. They def doubled up on the bleed. Did you catch what they were using for bleed? Dual yielding. That's crazy.
Because the trick with yeah, just let me double check to make sure I'm right. I think it's 4 hits.
Are those weapons even hard to get?
The scavenger's curved sword, you can only get one in a playthrough, so you have to play through twice to get two of them. You have to find it. So let me go back to them again. Yeah. So this one, the scavenger's curved sword, you can only get it once for each playthrough, and you get it in the Mount Gilmer area. It's on the ground. You can just pick it up. So if you play through twice, you can get two of them.
Do you
The,
need to farm it?
the bandit's curved swords you do have to farm. The longer version of the two curved swords, you do have to farm
Okay.
that one. Yeah. And to farm that one, it's pretty tough. You have to grind because you have to kill those the skeleton guys that jump up in the air and kind of fly through. They're up near the Altus Plateau. If you go up there and you farm, there's a death bird that's up there. If you go to the Altus Plateau and you farm up there, you
Low
can get one.
percent chance to drop?
It's a low percent, like really low. So you got to grind. You got to grind to get two of them. It's easier to get two bandits curved swords than it is to get two scavengers curved
Haha.
swords than to get two bandits. But it's really low, and there's not a lot of them, so you have to go over there, fight them. If you don't get it, you have to go back to the grace point, go back over there again. Like the run back is really long, and so that's what makes it.
Better put that silver beetle on.
Exactly. The run back is long on it. You see him standing by the door. He's trying to. So what the bosses do is they know when another person comes in, and they try to get him when they come in the door. So he's standing right there. Yep.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
Shoot. He's going after them. He don't even care about me.
I
He
don't
wants to.
really summon CO Ops very often.
He wants to host dead. I'm dead.
I'm too embarrassed to summon helper.
Oh no, you good, brother? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, as long as you're doing your thing. Careful, host. Careful. Don't get greedy. Golden Hippo's not hard. The hardest thing about that Golden Hippo is the size of it and the size of this arena. The fact that this arena is a rectangle and his body is so long, he takes up so much space in the arena. But yeah, Yeah, those curved swords are one set of weapons that I think are OP. Uh,
I think the others are outside, aren't they?
yeah, the other ones are outside. They're not as bad, and they're
So
also
you can maneuver around them.
yeah, and they're smaller too. They're smaller. I do like these. I don't know why. The thing is, you can't put bleed on them. I wish you could.
Those have any status effects?
Nah, nah, they don't, and you can't apply any buffs to them. Um, I think these are more just for like a play, because you can do an infinite combo.
HL.
You can do an infinite combo. Because if you pin somebody up against the wall, like if you're in PvP and you pin them, you get them pinned, and at that point you start busting into this, it's over.
They definitely look sick.
But yeah, there's a couple of them that come in sets of two. This is another one. Most people don't know it, but the Horned Warrior sword is a curved sword, and it gives you one, but if you two-hand it, you get a second one. Uh, so that's the jump attack where you get the 4 hits, because you get for each swipe, it counts for 2. But yeah, you do that with a bleed weapon. That's an OP move right there, and it's a light attack. It's not a heavy. I was wrong. I just I used to use the curved swords because I liked this one, but I don't use them anymore.
How's the damage on the AoE attack?
It's pretty good. You talking about for the horns? The horns, it's pretty good. Here, we can test it. Go someplace where you can actually get a real test.
Yeah, the horns.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's what's the nice thing about it is if you're a true Dex player, right, and you're playing up close, what'll happen is 9 times out of 10, whoever you're fighting against, is going to start back rolling, and they're going to try to run away. Doing the horn thrust on the ground stops that. Uh, because what happens is, you're fighting them up close. They run away, and as soon as they run away, you do this, and you hit them, and then that pauses them long enough for you to get back up on top of them again and start doing it. And so you can just go boom, boom, and then go straight back into your jump.
Okay, you can catch them.
Yeah. So that's the real advantage of it. But let's see how much damage we can do.
Yeah, good
1,000.
strategy.
I'm not a Dex player anymore, so don't do that. Come on, put some health on. Come on, brother. Nice. Let's go.
Haha.
Because I'm playing at a high new game level, their poise is really high, so there's no knockback.
Haha.
Exactly. Come on.
Put some health on, damn it.
You know it. Heal, 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 Hell. I'll play smarter this time. I was just being goofy. Playing like a dex player is different than playing like a strength player. It's a sort of a mindset. It's like when you play dex. All right, I got you.
What is the appropriate way to fight as a strength build?
Oh, how do you do that? That's messed up. A strength build play? Okay, that's more my speed. I can show you that. That's more my speed. With the strength build, it's shock and awe. It's basically shock and awe, brother. This is going all the way back to the 90s with the United States
I've
first.
only ever really done dex, but I added some magic after watching Granny.
Yeah, shock and awe is its strength. Uh, let's pick a strength weapon that I don't normally use. Let him see me so that way it's a fair fight.
So you're like mainly trying to stun lock them.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. That's the trick. It's not you're not hitting as fast, but the hits, like you said, get the stun lock and then you do it. But the tricky part with strength builds is you have to make sure
max pressure.
watch your stamina. Yeah, watch your stamina. Because if not, like most of the weapons that are strength weapons, they consume a lot of stamina per swing. Dex weapons don't really use that much stamina per swing, and that's the real big advantage for that playstyle because you can get a bunch of
Oh yeah,
hits.
need a good stamina pool.
Yeah, and then you can get back out. Like Granny uses strength weapons. She uses a blasphemous blade and uh, that relic sword and stuff like that. Those are strength swords.
Yes, but you'll be using a shield with dex build usually, right?
Some people do, some people don't. Some people got it down. I would, if I was a dex player, I totally would use a shield. Actually, no. The relic sword is a dex sword. I thought it was a strength sword.
I gotta have my shield.
Yeah, no, same here, brother. So blasphemous blade is a strength weapon, but the relic sword is actually a dexterity weapon, because that's the highest stat.
I can't fight for shit without a shield.
Same here. Same here. It's like I can evade and I can fight, but I don't know. For me, the shield is insurance. Like I don't use it all the time, but the fact that it's there, just makes me happy. I just like having it. But yeah, when I first started playing, I used katanas and curved swords, and then I think I just got lazy. I think I just got tired of running and flipping and stuff like that. And so I was just like, you know what? I have to get in here and just beat some heads in. And so I started using strength weapons and hammers, and then I kind of moved into great axes. Yeah, I can definitely say that I've gotten lazier playing over the years.
I went through almost the entire first playthrough with the Bloodhound Fang.
Oh, that's actually a really good. It's a really good weapon. Um, like early in the game, like in your early like new games and stuff like that. And if you can master it, it's a great weapon because it has so many benefits. The length, it has bleed, I think, on it. You can still put status effect, and so you can combo it.
Yeah, you get it like right at the start.
Yeah, yeah. So it does have blood loss on it, and then you can put status effect on it. So I can black flame it up. I can put extra bleed on it. Yeah, it's fabulous. Here's a funny secret about putting black flame on a weapon. This the black flame blade incantation is amazing because you can put it on the ground, but you can also put it on in the air. So you can jump at somebody, do it, hit the ground, and then go. It's one of the only skill applications that you can apply, or status applications you can apply in midair. It doesn't last that long, but you get somebody with it, it puts some
What?
mean hurt on them.
Skipping some comments. Haha.
Yeah.
I went through almost the entire first playthrough with the Bloodhound Fang. Yep, you get it like right at the start. Well, I think. How the F did you figure that out? PvP?
Just playing the game. I just try different things until I see what I can't do. So I just tried it. Because you can't put this one on in midair. This one you have to be on the ground. But this one, something I don't really use, but I'm curious.
Haha.
Try this for a second, see what this will do. I think this applies frost. It's just weird shaped. Like I can't really judge the hit range on it because it's so curved. I'm not gonna test with this when I go in there. I'm gonna stick with the tried and true great axe. These are like some of the places that I go to test weapons. So I test weapons on trolls and on knights because I find that you can get a good gauge of what it'll do against bosses and also what it does in PvP. Um, so I'll show you some of my places where I go to test weapons. This is one of them, uh, but there's a couple other places that I like to go to test weapons. The reason why is because that particular knight, any of those knights that come from Leyendell, have a higher holy negation, so it helps you to gauge how much damage you're going to do against people that are holy based characters. Um, if you want to see how your weapon does against magic based characters, there's a Ray Lucarian Knight that you can fight. And if you want to see how it goes against like bigger, oh boy, ah, too late. Oh, I put some health on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Nice.
That Mario over there firing those moons?
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Told you to back up. It's over for me. There we go. Get some health on. It was really bad timing on let up off my shield. Got a lot of health. This is a high new game level.
I'll use the dragon blade katana on him. It's a bit of a cheap item.
The,
Got him.
you guys were mages. Oh no, the Dragon Great Katana is not a cheese at all, man. It's not a cheese. That's a.
They were using some serious magic.
They were. The amount of damage that they were doing, I thought they were using weapons. Their intelligence must be like through the roof. They must be using like every talisman that they have to buff. They, yeah, they were they were doing it. But yeah, like I said before, this is one of my little test guys. Another good test guy to use if you're trying to test. So
Yep,
like,
my character is dumb as a stuntman.
oh, okay, he's got a high holy negation.
I can't even use Moog's trident.
Okay, got it. Another good one is if you go to this church, uh, go to Bellum Church, and if you want to test how your weapons do against people that have good magic defense,
I had to use the Blood Fiend staff on Consort Rodon.
Oh, okay, because you didn't have enough to be able to. Yeah, the Blood Fiend staff is not bad. It's not bad at all. Tell me about this one, the one that does this.
I thought it worked real good, honestly.
Yeah, it's not a bad weapon at all. It's actually really good for the weight. It's just like a This is actually just like a junior version of Moog's.
Yeah, but I just poked his ass.
Yeah,
Haha.
it's a junior version of it. The benefit of this is so like Moog's spear. It's like an area attack. So it covers a very wide area. The benefit of the other one is this one you can project it out. So you see those guys right there? Watch this. Doesn't go that far, but you can hit them from a distance. So even though it doesn't cover a wide area, the length in which they can be away from you and you still hit it is greater than Moog's. Like Moog's is like a big circle all around you. But that other one, it projects out. See that? See where the red cloud was? It was out that way somewhere.
I don't think I've used the AoE attack before.
See how the red cloud is way out there? So you can hit people that are further away.
Yes, I see the range.
Yeah. But if you're trying to fight against people that have high magic defense, this is a good guy to train against. Because he'll actually code his weapon in magic. If you let him. See if I can get him to do it. Watch. Watch, he'll do it. There he goes. And so if you want to try to fight against somebody that uses magic and you want to test how it works, this is the place to go. Yeah. Yeah, you can just keep going back and forth and practice with this guy if you want to fight against magic people. If you want to learn how to fight against somebody using a strength build, then my suggestion would be to fight trolls.
That weapon is decent, man.
It is. It is. As I said, it's not bad at all. I just don't. I don't use spears a lot, but like if I didn't use hammers and great axes, like I definitely would use like this spear. It's not a bad weapon at all.
I don't use them either really. Just on Consort Rodon. Man, I gotta get moving. Good hanging out with you.
All right, brother,
Thanks
take it easy.
for all the great tips.
Yeah, we'll catch you later. We'll catch you later, brother. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and have a good Monday coming up. I'll see you in Granny's chat tomorrow.
Take care, bud.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Have a good night.
You too, yeah.
What do you need? I don't want any...
Oh,
All done?
you have stuff I can buy. You have things. I like things too.
Ido's Capybara.
What's going on, Cappy? How you doing today?
Hi.
How you doing? We're just picking up about 8.5 million runes that I dropped on the ground right there. No big deal. No big deal. You would be sick if I told you the most runes that I've ever lost because I didn't pick them back up. One time I had almost 90 million runes and I lost them. How's your day been? Do anything fun? It's getting cold here.
I saw that you changed the profile picture.
Yeah, I updated it. I was playing around with the channel this morning and I updated some things and I added a poll so you guys could help me pick the next game that I play and did some other stuff. But yeah, after I've had this account for I think for 12 years and I've never updated that picture in the 12 years that I've had that account. I had this account, so it's a new day. It's like the wrestlers in the WWE. I just need some pancakes and it's a new day. Yes, it is. What are those guys? Do you watch wrestling? Do you know what I'm talking about? The group of wrestlers that I can't think of their names. Kofi, something like that. Kofi Kingston, something. He didn't make it. He didn't make it either. A lot of people didn't make it. But I'm about to get ready to sign off and take a little bit of a break. I'll be back. Actually, I'll go for about 10 more minutes, and then I'll stop. 10 more minutes. I feel like a true Albinaric now. I have the Albinaric halberd. I just need to learn how to do the cartwheels. I wish they would let you do that. If I could do that cartwheel thing that they do in the game, I would use that all the time. They won't let you. The game is wrong for that. In fact, that does remind me. Let's go kill some of our brothers. You're not thinking correctly. You don't want to do this. We're friends. Resist the urge. I wish I could do that. Yeah, I'm jealous. Naming it. It's not worth your time on mine. It's trying to get behind me. God damn it. those cubbies.